Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to the channel. My name's Kunzi. We're back on the Creating Bedrock SMP tonight. All right. So, I've been kind of doing some thinking here recently, trying to figure out what I want. Um, what? Okay, that's cool. It's just splat here. What is it that I want the Megabase to eventually, like, what do I want it to be? I know for sure I don't want to end up in the Mesa. Been there, done that. It's a little too, oh, I'm just burned out on it. So I think what I would like to do, we'll gain some levels here while we're chatting. I think what I would like to do, honestly, is, um, I've got a few ideas. One, I know I've talked about it before, is do I want to go and do something like throw that short from YouTube that was shoddy. Thanks, man. So do I want to do something in the ocean? Maybe do something with like a drained ocean monument. Do I I've had some ideas with do I want to do some type of like fantasy floating island type build? It'd really be stretching kind of my imagination on that, but I've seen some pretty good inspiration, like fantasy art type things on Pinterest and other things. I've even had a couple ideas on, I guess honestly, while we're just sitting here chatting, let me flip that around. Do I, whoop, wrong thing. See, the fantasy, oh, that seems cool. Yeah, I like the way it sounds. It's just, do I have that in me to be able to get what's in my head out onto the Minecraft world? I don't know. Let me get to my board here so I can kind of like pan through these. I've even had the idea, and I've talked about it before. Um, do I want to do something with like an ancient dwarven cave, like a giant dwarven forge, like an underground city? Again, it'd be super ambitious. Could I get what I have in my head out onto the world? I don't know. I've even had some ideas with um, kind of along the idea of like the floating islands, but do I make it a little bit more steampunky and do like the big? I've seen some builds with like the giant, like fantasy style balloons, the the steampunky airships and things like that. So almost do like a super high in the sky floating city that's basically being like oh, how can I say this? Kind of like you got a floating city, futuristic, but um, it's basically hovering up in the sky via some type of like propulsion. So doing something maybe with like different types of stained glass. I don't know if you guys have seen the builds where they do they'll like they're basically portal builds, and they'll take magenta and purple glass, and they'll stagger them to get like a fogging effect. Now on Xbox, I don't have the ability to turn off the glass frames, so like you would still see the individual panes of glass, but if you stack the colors just right, it could make it look like it has a um, well, basically like a portal effect. But could I invert it to make it look like it's basically keeping the city suspended in the air? So couple ideas I'm trying to run through. Again, steampunk. I think it would be cool. I like the way it looks. It would just take so much copper. And do I think I could get the idea out of my head and put it onto the Minecraft world the way I have it envisioned, and still hold people's attention, and then not burn myself out either? Because if it feels like it's too forced and it's too ambitious, I'll burn myself out too. So I'm trying to figure out what would be the right fit. If I do something that's like in the ocean, maybe surrounding a guardian farm, I'm thinking something that's going to be giant. Again, maybe like a floating city above the water. I don't know if I want to do the full like drain the ocean monument like down to the seafloor, but if I did, would I do some type of what the hell just hit me? Um, I wonder if maybe one of the mobs had like thorns or something on. Interesting. Let's repair that real quick. Um, so yeah, just some different ideas I've kind of got. Um, if you're catching this later on YouTube, maybe put something down in the comment section. Let me know what you think, or if you got some other ideas. Twitch chat. If you've got some ideas, I'm open just to hearing what kind of things are out there, and then I'll kind of chew it over and see if it's something I want to take on. But I've got a few good ideas, I think. Just picking the right one that's going to hold everyone's attention and then doesn't burn me out. Um, but I'm just the only thing I know for sure I don't want to do. I don't want to be in the Mesa or the Badlands area, just because I'm a little burnout of seeing all that terracotta. I don't really ever want to lay eyes on terracotta again. Stuff slobbery. All right, let me pull Zeke in here. Slack snatched is on. I'm not sure if he's joining in here or not. Invite more. Have you played the new Fortnite update? When was the update? As I have not. Looks like that's what Snatch is doing tonight. Selected. Oh, it's today. No, I haven't, since I was busy working and then went and played some golf. So I haven't seen what it's Star Wars, huh? I guess that's why I saw Anakin Skywalker thing on there.
You never get enough.
Make sure your audio's checked.
I did, and I can't hear myself. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, okay. I guess we're good.
Okay. Yeah, well, maybe Thursday we'll hop into Fortnite and check that out. Instant health and looks like a bunch of this we're just gonna have to.
So I think I've landed on. I won't call it a mega city or anything like that. Just a base. I'm fighting the urge to not tell anybody because I don't know if I'm going to follow through with it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't know if it's going to work because of how big it'll be. It'll be difficult for people to actually see.
What kind of area are you thinking about?
Jungle, woods, something green.
Doing like a giant like jungle temple or something, or like a giant tree house, or what?
I'm thinking like a world tree, just a big ass tree with basically you can probably have one of the bubble chutes that takes you to the top so you don't have to climb it. But it'll be like super massive round.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the top it'll just be kind of a tree house, but it'll be like a substantial size.
Sure.
What I'm trying to think of is placing all like it'll be really easy in a sense because it's like two materials. Pick a wood, pick a hedge. But if I place the hedges, they don't have to be connected to wood or near wood. Really, they don't have to be connected to anything, right?
I don't think so. No.
That's my idea. And it would have like a massive root system, like it'd be sticking out of the ground, but I'd need a lot of space.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually wondering if I should just do it right over there. Just because there's space for it and we can see it while we're here.
Well, I mean, with the amount of wood you're gonna need, I mean, it might be beneficial to actually go find a jungle and then clear it out so you have the wood, just in general. Because I'm sure you're gonna be mixing and matching wood types and all that just to, pull gradients and things into it, right?
Yeah, I'll probably be doing an oak versus jungle.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I can harvest a lot of pretty quick.
Yeah. See, do I have water bottles? I do.
The other idea was basically like a sky temple.
Like floating?
Basically, if I put enough white stained glass, I was hoping it might look like clouds, and then build on top of that. Like, it would have to be dense enough. Like, I put a couple layers of white stained clouds, and then put white wool on the inside so you can't actually see through it, but once you're on top of it, you also can't necessarily like, see down. It's got to be, I don't know, it's got to look like a cloud, but I don't want it to be completely see-through. And then just put a
Mm-hmm.
big old city up here.
Like I said before, if you have some Megabase ideas, be sure to drop a comment down in the comment section. Like the video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Until next time, I will catch you later. Peace.